Hello, I'm Shay Huffman, aka HuffDaddy. That's what you all know me as.
So, how long have you been playing 2K?
I've been playing 2K since 2K7. Started doing tournaments, in the basement, 2K8, 2K9. So then, just started from there and just kept playing.
Now, were you good at first, or did you gradually get better? Or?
I feel like I was pretty decent at first, and then when we started holding tournaments on 2K8 in my basement, I won, no problem. I was like, man, I might be good at this, and just stuck with it, and just haven't stopped playing ever since.
All right, now let's go back to the first Friday Night Hoops that you won. What before it even started, what were your thoughts of the game? Were you kind of scoping anybody out? Or what was your thoughts?
I got here and I saw a former competitor that I had, Big Black, and I was like, well, I know he's good. And I brought one of my friends. He's known to Stop on the stream, so I was like, well, I got a couple, hard competitors here, but I wasn't too worried. I think I knew when I got here. I was like, I got this one in the bag.
Now let's go into that to the finals, right?
Okay.
It's you versus Stop.
Right.
What's going through your head?
Well, I was just like, well, I know I can't let Stop get out to an early lead and give him, any confidence. So I jumped out early, got the lead early, and it was like 8-2. And Stop looked over at me, and he's like, well, that's game over. And I knew from there, I was like, all right, I got this.
So a lesson to the competitors out there: don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up, don't give up. He cut it within like 8 points, and I was like, all right, I got to stop this momentum, and got it going again.
All right. You also competed in the West Virginia Gaming Championship. Some of the gamers, some of the contestants, they were concerned and voiced some concerns about a couple rules and things. What was your overall, assessment of that? How do you feel about that?
Okay, well, they had a really cool setup. I like how it was in the middle of the town center mall. I felt like, that was really cool how they had that. But the settings, it was on Hall of Fame, but the sliders were up, so it was like you're playing on All-Star or something. And then, if you had home court advantage, you couldn't shake the controllers, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So, 2K held like a $250,000, tournament, and you were allowed to do that, but, you couldn't do that here at a little tournament. Like, that didn't make much sense to me, so.
All right, now, in that tournament, your final game, how did you assess that? What do you think about that? Yeah, the final. I know you played a bunch of games,
right?
But the final, the last game that you played.
Last game I played, I understood like, well, this isn't like Friday Night Hoops. Like this, everyone was green in all their shots, and I was like, this is just ridiculous. I was like, so this isn't even right, and So I was like, I'm just gonna make an adjustment, use the Warriors, which no one wants to do, but I was like, this is for a good bit of money. I didn't want to walk out there empty-handed, so came out with a third place finish. I felt like if the sliders and everything would have been correct, I feel like that was an easy win too. But it is what it is. I got the third place. I got like a little piece of paper. I got that hanging up in my room, to remind me like, well, I can be beat. So I have it up there for motivation.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. All right, now bring us to last week, Friday Night Hoops. Just what was your assessment? We had some big competition.
We did. We had some big competition. I saw Ricky. As soon as Ricky walked in the door, I'm like, all right, this is the enemy. I was like, I want Ricky. I want to play Ricky because he beat me once before, and I was like, yep, this is my time to redeem myself.
Now, I thought that it was going to be you and Ricky in the finals. I didn't count his homie Bo out. I didn't count him out, but I didn't know what to expect from him. So ultimately it ended up being you and Bo Keezy the Savage in the finals. What was your assessment of him when he played Ricky, and what did you feel like you had to change or do differently going into the finals?
I noticed that Ricky jumped out early on Bo, and I was like, all right. And then Bo kind of came back late, and I was like, all right, well, I see the Bo, he doesn't get rattled, so you got to stay on the gas pedal with him. And don't give him any life. And I kind of did that in the third quarter. I got down 4 points maybe, and Bo was kind of in my ear talking trash. And as soon as he started talking trash, I was like, all right, that made me step my game up. And from there on, I kind of left him behind after he started talking trash.
Now, you are one of the highly favored players to close out this summer season as the #1 champ going into the fall, even when we convert over to NBA 2K18. What are your thoughts, or what are you gonna do to make sure that you just stay and compete at the highest level that you can?
I play online tournaments. I play, even online just regular matches. Right now, I think I'm ranked like just in the quick matches. I'm like ranked top 35 right now in the world. So I keep playing. Like even though the game is old and I know it can get stale, but you got to keep your everything crisp. You got to keep your mechanics crisp out there. So I play as much as I can.
Oh man, that's awesome. So if any fans want to find you or follow you, where can they find you? How can they,
So Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all of it is HuffDaddy _ Shay.
All right, so HuffDaddy _ Shay. All right, thank you, sir.